Welcome to my YouTube channel and to my quick video tip, 4 types of edges. In this short video, I'll use an exercise to describe the 4 types of edges and how to create them. The 4 types of edges are soft edges, hard edges, lost and found edges, and broken edges. In this exercise, to demonstrate the types of edges, I've drawn 3 small blocks on the left and 1 on the right. In the 3 small blocks, I'll be illustrating the soft, the hard, the lost and found edges, and on the right side I'll be demonstrating the broken edge. I've drawn a pattern on the left side in the 3 smaller blocks that I'll use to show 3 different types of edges using the same template. The first edge that I'm going to demonstrate in the top left box is a soft edge, and one of the easiest ways to get a soft edge is to work wet on wet. So I'm taking a 1-inch flat brush here with water, and I've covered the block. I'm going to pick up any of the extra water so it doesn't run down my page. And now I'm going to load a smaller round brush with some paint for my palette. So I'm just taking 1 tone, this is royal blue, and I've loaded my brush, and I'm taking the brush to the saturated paper, and you can see that immediately the paint starts to diffuse and spread out, and it gives a soft edge. Next, I'm going to move to the second block, and I haven't put any water on the paper, so I'm going to be working wet on dry, taking the same round brush and loading the same mixture from my palette. But this time, because it's wet on dry, the paint isn't going to run, the color's not going to diffuse, and I'm going to get a hard edge. This is one of the best ways to get a hard edge, and it's a good application for doing detail work as you move through your painting process. But I'm putting this down as one continuous wash, and I'm getting nice hard edges, and the paint's not going to run because the dry paper will resist the flow of the paint. You can see a nice even tone, hard edges, and each edge type has unique characteristics that make it suitable for different subject matter in your painting. Now I'm going to continue to work wet on dry and work into the third block where I'm going to do lost and found edges. So lost and found edges, I think, are something people don't think about too often. Mostly we think of soft and hard edges, but I'm putting a value here along the edge, and I'm getting a hard edge, but then I'm taking clear water, I'm coming back and I'm softening that. So this is more or less, when I work in this manner, I'm working with a combination of hard and soft edges together, and I don't fully define the edge of a shape. Because I have heavy pencil marks here, the lost edges aren't as obvious because you can make out the whole shape. But after this is dried and I were to erase these pencil marks, then you'd start to see where some of the edges disappear and run into another shape, and they share the same value. So there's really no edge. It disappears and then it picks back up in another area. And in a painting, when you're using this, the viewer's eye makes that connection and completes the edge, even though there's not an edge there. I use this a lot when I'm doing positive and negative painting. And you can see that to define the edge on these shapes, I've worked on both the exterior edge of the shapes and the interior edge of the shapes. If you look at the one in the middle there, I painted the inside, and the other ones I painted around them. Now I'm going to use a 1/2-inch brush to demonstrate a broken edge, and at first I'm going to make a mark using a loaded brush, and it doesn't give you what is referred to as a broken edge because there's too much moisture in there. So if I take some of that moisture off and make my mark, then it gives me a broken edge. You can see the difference in the two. So the broken edge is accomplished more with a low moisture content in your brush. And here I've done a wash over a shape that's like a tree shape, and you can see here where you could take this broken edge approach and just create the texture that you would see on a tree. Another good application for this would be the texture you might see on an old building or a barn. So here's the 4 types of edges: the soft, the hard, the lost and found, and the broken edges that we did in the exercise. And next time you're going to do a painting, think about the types of edges you're going to use in your composition in the planning process, because it's very likely that it could influence the overall painting process that you're going to use. For instance, if you know you're going to have a distant tree line in your painting and you want it to feel not as well defined as the elements closer to you, you might use soft edges to accomplish that. And that's something that you can't come in and do late in the painting process. It's something you have to plan for and do early. So that's my video tip, 4 types of edges. I hope it's helpful and it's something that you think about next time you start a painting.